Oh, hello. This session is all about moving. We will be doing a lower body and a full body exercise. The aim of the game here is not to do the exercises perfectly, but rather to use the exercises as a time to make some discoveries about your muscles and how your body moves. So when you are ready, let's get started, but I am checking in to note whether you have done your warm-up video yet today. If you have not, then hop over to the warm-up video now. If you are ready and warm, let's get started. Starting lying down on your mat. Your feet can be nice and flat, just underneath where your sitting bones are. And then you are going to bring your right knee in towards your chest. You're going to take your hands, pop your hands behind your right leg. And then I am going to encourage you to take your fingertips, kind of dig into the back of your leg muscles a bit, and to find a muscle. Most probably is your hamstring, but just find and explore a muscle. And if you're not sure if you have one, just bend and straighten your knee a little bit. You will feel whether something is moving along with you or not. So take a moment, I'll give you some time to dig and poke. And then your grip can either look like two hands coming together and squeezing together like that, but I feel more when I put one hand on in front of the other. So hopefully you should have found a muscle by now. And then just for a few rounds, bring your knee in as closely to your chest as you can. And just note, is there any sensation? Is it tensing? Is it okay? And then move towards straightening that leg. By that I mean straightening where the knee is bent. And you'll note a shift in the muscle. It is moving. So move to where you can feel it stops. Can you feel a difference in how that muscle feels now? If not, all good. These discoveries will start to sink in bit by bit. And then bend the knee and feel it out for a few rounds. Straighten that leg and bend and straighten. Can you maybe feel what that muscle is doing? If not, I'm going to give you a little tip. Imagine when your knee is completely bent like this, it's like an elastic band sitting at the back of your knee all the way to your sitting bone. And the elastic band is this length. Now you're going to start straightening your leg. What is happening to the elastic band? It is becoming longer. Now that doesn't mean that the muscle is becoming longer. That just means that the elastic band is still the same length, but it is stretching out and bending back. So that is exactly what happens to your muscles when you move. Can you kind of feel out? So now go ahead and take your left hand to just behind the knee and your right hand as far down to your sitting bones as you can. Can you feel out and imagine how that hamstring is shifting in range when you bend and straighten your leg? And as you bend and straighten more, is it becoming easier? Is it changing at all? What is happening for you? We're going to do that 3 more times. Bending that knee in, feeling the difference in the muscle, and then straightening the leg. And again, bending and straightening. Last one. Bending. Move to as far as it can straighten. Maybe it can straighten a little bit more than when you first started. Muscle is getting warmer. And then let's interlace fingers behind that knee. Bring your leg in as snug to the chest as you can. Forget about this right leg for now. Take your focus to that left foot and start to move and slide the left foot down towards the end of your mat. Doesn't have to straighten all the way. Just take it to the range that it wants to stop. Let it rest there. Now, back to the right leg. Straighten that right leg as much as you can. Does it feel different? Bending right knee into chest and straightening right knee as best you can. So if you've noticed, we are easing into warming up the back of the leg. You might feel calf even, hamstring, and the bend in your knee changes the range of motion in your muscles. Nice. Bringing both feet back to the sitting bones. Maybe shake out the feet. And let's not forget about the other side. So left knee comes in. Choose your grip in your fingers, either right next to each other or one in front of the other. Dig into your muscle. Find the spot where you can feel it most. Bend the knee in. Notice, is there a softening in the muscle? Is there anything you can feel? And now move towards straightening the leg. Can you feel the muscle switch on? If not, just move and wiggle around to where you can feel something. Bending the knee again. Do you feel anything? What do you feel? And move towards straightening that knee. What do you feel? Now, what's happening in my body will be very different to what's happening in yours. So honor what is happening and what whispers your body is giving you. And continue for a few rounds of bending and straightening that knee and tune in. Can you feel shakes? Where can you feel them? Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? With the knee bent, what do you feel? And with the knee a little bit straighter, what do you feel? Is something starting to shift as you continue to bend and straighten? Good. Okay. Left finger to just behind the left knee and right finger a little bit further down the leg. Now bend that knee close to the chest. Can you possibly imagine your in that band right now? Now move towards straightening the leg. What happens to the band? Bend the knee again. What happens to the band? You are playing with changing your muscles' range and motion simply by changing the bend in your knee. Note where your muscle wants to stop and love your body enough to stop there for today. Are there any discoveries that are coming to mind? Any messages from the body as you continue to bend and straighten? Good. 3 more. And once you have taken your final straighten, your final bend, knee comes into chest. Awareness goes to right foot. Right foot starts to slide. And love yourself, love your body enough to stop where the right leg wants to stop. Fingers interlace behind left knee. And then you move towards straightening that left leg. Where does it start shaking? What do you feel? Ask yourself, ask your body, discover, can that knee straighten a little bit more? Can you draw your hands in a little bit closer to bring your leg closer to your body? Or does it not want to go that far today? Let your body be your guide here. Use the poses to explore rather than to find the perfect shape. Meet your body where it is today. I promise you, if you keep doing little bits weekly, your body will change before you know it. Good. If you want to bend and straighten your leg a little bit here, you can. Explore, maybe go a few steps further in both legs, maybe don't. Good. And bringing left knee in and down, feet back to your sitting bones. Just take your feet out to the far edges of your mat, and just to reset there, just give your knees a little shake from side to side. Maybe shake out the legs, lift your feet. Okay. Do any kind of motion to counteract that pose and that exercise. And then we'll meet back on our hands and our knees. So help yourself up here. Come onto your hands and your knees. I'm going to face this way. Okay. For this exercise, we are going to continue to just get familiar with what the body is saying to us whilst we are moving. So first, just check in that you are in a nice foundation. By that I mean you're feeling stable and strong. And now have a look down at your legs, your right leg specifically. Take your right, I need to move a little bit forwards here. Take your right foot behind you and just plug into your toes there. Now have a look at your hands again. Take your hands a little bit wider today to make you feel more stable. Check in, are you feeling stable and strong? If not, how can you make yourself do that? Normally it's drawing your shoulders in, straightening your hands nicely. Good. Now, gaze back at the right leg, lifting that right leg up. Now you might notice it might be a little bit of hard work when the leg is just dangling in the air like this. Flex your right foot, kick into your right heel. Make that leg strong. See if you can activate, engage as many of the muscles in that leg as you can. Now flop it again and feel the difference. And activate it again and feel the difference. Flop, soften, and straighten, strengthen. Which one feels like you are firstly working more? Hopefully it's obvious. And which one feels like you can hold it for a little bit longer? Okay, and release that knee back down. Let's head over to the other side. So shake out the hips if you need to. Left leg goes back. Look at your left toes. Lift your left legs. And now let go of everything. Soften through the ankle, soften through the knee. And now kick, flex, straighten. Feel that leg out and possibly visualize yourself using everything in that leg that you can. How does it feel? And now soften. How does it feel? For me, just to give you a little example here, as soon as I softened my leg, I felt everything in my body collapsing. I felt my arms collapsing, my shoulders collapsing. As soon as I straighten my leg here, my elbows are starting to straighten. My whole body is lifting up. It just feels stronger, more aligned, more energized. That's for me. What do you feel? Soften. One more time. And straighten. One more time. And release. Shake the legs out. Sway the hips. Going to level 2 here. Have a look at your hands again. Just check in that you are feeling strong and stable. Change the grip in your hands if you're not. Sending your right toes behind you again. Keep that right foot flexed. Kick into your right ankle and heel. And then lift your right leg up. Now, can you keep this leg lifted? Maybe with the back of the leg, maybe with your glute muscle. And have a look down at yourself, look down at your legs. Is your right hip rolling up or is it facing down? So when your hip faces down a bit more, it encourages you to use your tummy muscles. It takes some pressure out of your lower back. So see if you can roll this right hip down. Keep kicking through that leg. Keep engaging that glute. Keep almost feeling like you are squeezing your belly into the middle. And now soften everything. and release. Shake it out. Other side. Left toes back. Flex your left foot. Have a look at your legs here. Kick into that left ankle, lift your leg. Can you keep kicking into that ankle? Can you squeeze everything in your leg? Can you maybe squeeze the back of the leg, the glutes? Look down at that left hip. Is it rolling up? Can you maybe roll it down? So the feeling here is to get your inner thigh to maybe roll up. Good. Can you squeeze everything in your core to squeeze in and make yourself feel strong? Can you hold it there? This builds a lot of strength. Whew. And release. Drop that knee. Shake it out. So we have practiced child's pose before. This is our resting pose. So we just pop into a child's, knees apart, toes together. Forearms coming down, palms are making a pillow, head rests down. Take a breath. Let the body digest. Digest the shape of that pose, the engagement in that pose. And ask yourself, how did it feel when you were using, engaging, working, and when you were just kind of hanging out? Could you feel a difference? If not, it's absolutely okay. Step by step, these things start to sink in. Another nice deep breath there. Full breath out. And back onto your hands and your knees. Just for a bit of play today, taking it one step further. So, coming back to your tabletop. Okay, we focused on legs. So now, have a look at your hands, make sure that they're strong. If you want to, you can walk them a bit further away from each other, so create a little bit more of a generous distance between the hands. Okay, now have a look down at your belly. You're going to drop your head, and then feel everything just collapsing. Drop your belly down, feel that sensation. This is not what we're looking for. It doesn't allow you to use the power of your torso. So you're going to squeeze your belly in, and you might feel that your back flattens. Your back is now in a nice, straight, solid line. This is the engagement you want. You want to hold on in that midline. Keep that strength. Right toes go back. And now feel the difference. Release, drop the belly, let it go, let it hang. And then engage, plug everything in. It's a sensation of ribs knitting together, engaging your core, being active and strong. Keep that strength. Lift your right leg up. Have a look at your right leg. Check if you're kicking into your right heel. Check if you're engaging your muscles. Check if your right hip is rolling down. Check that your core is plugged in and strong. Can you lift your back leg a little higher? Use your glute. Squeeze everything in. And then press into your hands as well. See if you can take a nice breath here. And exhale, release. Shake it out. Other side. Okay, just checking in. Are the wrists still happy? Maybe give them a little bit of a stretch or interlace your fingers, roll out your wrists. It's a lot of balancing here, and we're holding this pose for quite a while. I'm making you strong. And when you are ready, back to your hands and your knees. Drop your head down. Look at your belly. First, drop your belly down. And now plug everything in. Keep that strength. Left toes go behind you. Keep looking at yourself, seeing what your body does. Keep that strength. Lift left leg up. Check in. Are you kicking into the back heel? Are you using the back of the leg? Are you lifting up through the back of the leg, through the glute? Can you roll your left hip down? Can you keep squeezing your core in? Can you press into your hands? And can you make yourself feel strong here? Shoulders in, ribs in. Kick that leg back. Deep breath in. And release. Nice. Shake it out. Final little bit of play. Okay, shoulders in, straight strong arms, ribs in, right leg back. Okay, I feel like I need to walk my hands a little bit further away again. You're welcome to do the same. Kick a right leg back. Keep pressing into right arm specifically. Now see if you can lift your left arm, extend it out in front of you. Can you keep kicking through that right heel and also reach through your front fingers? Can you keep your core in? Can you keep your hip down? Can you breathe? And release. Shake it out. Other side. Last one. Make your hands, your foundation nice and stable. Left leg goes back. Plug everything in. Shoulders, ribs specifically. Okay, left leg kicks up. Keep pressing into that left hand. Right fingertips shoot ahead of you. Reach through the fingertips, kick through the heel. See if you can keep everything strong. And remember, there is no perfect pose here. There is making the pose work for you. So how do you feel strong in this pose? Breathe. And release. Let's just take a nice easy child's pose. Pillow the hands. Drop the head down. Deep breath in. Nice long breath out. Another deep breath in. And long breath out. Last one, deep breath in, long breath out. And that was our play for today. I do want to say before we end this session, this last pose, if I ever had to give you any homework, it would be to try this pose in front of a mirror. Go now straight after the session. Find the closest mirror you can find, as long as you can see your upper body and your legs. And hop onto all fours and play with lifting that back leg and seeing, are you collapsing anywhere? Are you rolling the hip out? What is happening in your body? The more you look at yourself, the more you can see what your body is doing. So go ahead, go play, go look at yourself, go feel, go explore, go strengthen, go move. Enjoy. See you in the next session.